Hi there, Linda here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Linda and I'm filming this video from Lagos, Nigeria. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some very essential feminine hygiene tips. If you want to hear all of these tips, then please keep on watching this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button right below. Also turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. First feminine hygiene tip I'm going to be sharing is on the need to change your pads, your tampons on a regular basis. And when I say regular basis, what I mean is you need to change your sanitary pads at least every 4 hours or at most 6 hours. If you choose to use something like a tampon like this, if your period is the type that flows really heavy, you want to make sure you're buying the one that is for the super flow, so it's able to hold you for at least 4 hours before you need to change to a different tampon. But if you are the type that like to use, let's say, a sanitary pad and your period also comes heavy, you also want to make sure you're using something like this always pad in blue that is good for someone who has a heavy flow. So make sure you're getting the right pad for your kind of body flow. But then if you have a more moderate flow, I think always has one for that has like the always pink is for someone that has a more lighter flow. So just work more with how you've seen your body to be, like what your body, the amount of liquid your body releases when you're on your period. You want to make sure you're using the right pad for that. And also, when on the day you suspect that, oh, this is the day your period is going to come, and you're not quite sure if it's going to be that day or the following day, you want to make sure that you're wearing panty liners so that you don't stain your pad. You just put on your panty liner and you can have your pad or your tampon in your bag, so just in case you go and ease yourself and you find out that, oh, you've already started leaking, you can just easily go get your pad or your tampon and insert it into your V area. So, and also after your period has finished, you notice that your flow is now very light. You also want to use your panty liner on the last like the last days, or after your period has even ended, the day after the last day, you want to make sure you're wearing a panty liner just to ensure that you don't have blood stains on your underwear. So get you a panty liner. Second hygiene tip is always make sure you have wipes in your purse. It's very important that you have wipes, because it's one thing for you to pee and just use a tissue and and if you feel like you're clean, the tissue would not do a very good job of ensuring that your body is very clean down there. Because let's imagine you peed and your pee is sort of salty. You just pee and you just wipe with a tissue. Whatever residue of the pee that is down there would still be there. So if you use a feminine wipe, use a wipe that doesn't have scent or perfumes attached to it. Just use an odorless wipe, or let's say odor, a scentless wipe. So a wipe is always better to actually keep that area very clean. And also, if you are to poo when you are outside, when you're not at home, it's also very important that you have those wipes, because let's say the toilet you're using is one that has water. You could use the hand wash to like sprinkle water on your butt area and get to wash your butt. And you'd also use your tissue, whatever tissue they have available there, to dry your paper area. In a situation whereby you don't have water available, like the the side hand wash thing to wash your butt area, you want to make sure you have your wipes. So after you use a tissue to clean your butt area, you then proceed to use your wipe to wipe off your butt area, just to make sure that there's no you want to wipe your butt area until it's completely clean, just to make sure there's no leftover poo there. You want to be very clean. You don't want to be having any dirt or odor following you around. So please make sure you clean yourself up. Always have feminine wipes in your purse. Third feminine hygiene tip I'm going to be sharing with you is to always wear cotton underwears. I cannot overemphasize this, because most times we ladies, we wear a lot of clothes. We wear so much clothes. We wear a pants, we wear our tights, we now wear skirts. Sometimes the clothes are just so much, and really down there needs air. It needs air to remain healthy. So if you keep on wearing so much clothes that are not breathable, you might end up developing a yeast infection or something. So you want to be careful to make sure that when selecting underwears that you want to purchase, make sure you go for strictly cotton underwears. Don't go and be buying underwears because it looks nice but it's not what your body needs. So make sure you buy underwears that are breathable, particularly cotton underwear. Stay away from the stretchy kind of fabric. Always go for cotton underwears. So guys, the fourth feminine hygiene tip I'm going to be sharing with you guys, this is something I always do whenever I'm at home. I throw the underwear away. Like, I'm not wearing any panties when I'm at home. Like, why should you be wearing panties when you're at home? Your V area needs air. So when you're at home, that's an opportunity for you to just wear something like a short dress or a long dress, whatever one you have. Just wear that dress. Take out the underwear. Let your V area get some air. So it's healthy, it smells good, and it feels good too. So take out your underwears whenever you're at home so your V area gets as much air as possible, because when you're going out you have no choice, you have to dress up, you can't go out naked. So when you're at home, pamper your V area by taking out your underwear so air can come into that area. And it feels good, smells good, looks good. The fifth feminine hygiene tip I'm going to be sharing with you is to always wash your vagina with only water. And if you feel like you want to use soap, especially to just wash the outer area, you don't want to be going into the inner area with soap, don't do that because it's just going to mess up your pH balance. The only soap that I recommend you use is this Dove beauty cream bar. It doesn't have any scent to it and it's very gentle. I know the skin on the vaginal area is very sensitive, so you want to make sure you're using something that wouldn't distort your pH balance. But so another body wash I started to use recently is this Oriflame Family Extra Comfort Nourishing Intimate Cleansing Cream. The reason why I like this body wash, the area wash rather, is because it's said to be pH balanced and soap free, and the smell is good, though it's always recommended not to use something scented. But this particular product here is gynecologically tested. That means a gynecologist tested it and confirmed that it's safe for using your V area. So this is another product which I tend to use on my vaginal area. Yeah, this one right here, or I use this Dove beauty bar. So just try as much as possible to make sure you're not using the same body wash you use when taking your bath to wash your vaginal area, because that could actually disturb your pH balance in your V area, and you're not putting soap or putting your sponge inside your vaginal area just because you're thinking that you're trying to clean up that area. Well, no, that would only just complicate matters for you. Don't wash your vagina inside of your vaginal area, because truly vagina is self-cleaning. You don't have to dip your finger in there to try and clean it, or whatever is in there that's not supposed to be in there is eventually going to come out. So don't overstress it. So guys, the sixth vaginal hygiene tip I'm going to be sharing with you is do not, if you are someone who has a lot of hair down there, and let's say you're on a big side like me, you're probably bigger, you want to make sure that you always shave the hairs that are down there, because when you don't shave the hairs in your V area, it's very likely that, because not even very likely, the hairs that are down there are going to start, they have a way of hiding odors there. So when you don't shave your V area, it might just start to have one odor to it, because the hair holds on to the smell. And if at all you want to leave your hair, you don't want to always shave it, you want to always make sure that you wash your V area very well. You want to make sure you scrub the hair well so it doesn't trap any odor in that area. So make sure you're washing your V area very well. I would always advise that you just shave the hair off, because you don't want to be in a situation whereby you just leave room for an odor to just exist down there. Always make sure you shave your vagina area. What I always use is, I used to use shaving cream at some point, but I noticed sometimes the shaving creams might not work. I used to use Veet. Sometimes if shaving cream will be able to melt the hair off, and just it'll be easy for you to take the hairs off that area. But sometimes I notice that the Veet doesn't really work, because the issue with buying products here in Nigeria is sometimes the product you're buying might not be original. You just wouldn't know. So I then switched to one other product. I'll probably put a picture of the other product which I used, the other shaving cream which I used. But right now in my life, I just stick to using a shaving stick. I would either use a Gillette shaving stick or BIK, that's the big shaving stick. And after I finish shaving, I always use this aftershave lotion to prevent bumps from coming on my skin, because you wouldn't want bumps to be around your vagina area. You wouldn't want that. You want your vagina area to be as fresh as skin on your face, because man, that's how it's supposed to look. Though take note, because that area is always like covered up clothes, we're always wearing and covering up that area, and it's somewhere that is kind of like in an awkward position. So in most cases, a lot of people tend to experience darkness around their vagina area, which is completely normal and natural. So just make sure you're always shaving that area, and you can also do some treatment for your vagina area just to make sure your V area, just to make sure it looks good, the skin there is smooth, and it's really nice. It looks very nice. And take note, when you're shaving the hair in your vagina area, you want to make sure that you're shaving, let's say the hairs are growing downwards. You don't want to go with your shaving stick and go upwards. You want to also shave downward, because when you shave upwards, you're more likely to trauma the skin. When the skin is traumatized, it's sort of traumatized in any way. It's possible for you to have a bump. It's possible for you to just have any adverse skin reaction. So make sure you're shaving in the direction of your hair growth. If your hair is growing downwards, make sure you're shaving downwards. If the hair is growing sideways, try and make sure you're also shaving sideways as well. Let's say for the up part of your V area, like this area here, you want to shave downwards. Then for the downside, which is like the lip area, you want to also shave like this and like this. Yeah, just like this and like this. So that's how to do it. The sixth feminine hygiene tip is, please always make sure you pee after sex. I'm sorry if I had to say this, but if you're somebody that if you are married, let me just assume that you're married and you're watching this video, after you do after you do, like, you know, the sex, after you indulge after you have intercourse with your partner, you want to make sure that you pee after having intercourse, because you wouldn't want a situation whereby you just sleep off. It's good for your health to make sure that you pee after intercourse, and also wash up your vagina, your V area, because you want to make sure that you're clean. You want to make sure, because the thing is, the whole intercourse thing, it's like both of you exchanging body fluids, and okay, even if you guys tend to use protection, you as the woman, you definitely release something, even if it's not pouring into you. You release something, so you want to make sure you just clean up that area so you are clean and good. So please make sure you pee, make sure you wash up your V area, and if at most you can, if you have the strength for it, please just make sure you wash your entire body so you're very clean and you can sleep well. The last feminine hygiene tip is, please make sure you always eat more. Make sure you eat a more healthy diet. Make sure you eat lots of fruits and vegetables. You want to make sure you're drinking lots of water. You want to stay away from foods that can cause your V area to be too salty. Like, avoid foods that are too salty. You also want to avoid food that has a strong smell to it. Things like garlic, things like onions. You want to also avoid lots of processed food, because those food just have a way of messing up your V area. It has a way of not making it taste as good as it should taste, because when you eat food that are sweeter and more natural, your V area is going to be odorless and, you know, tasteless. It's just going to be better that way, and you love it down there. Your partner is also going to love it down there. So please make sure you're eating more healthy food. Sweet potatoes, apples, pineapples, Greek yogurt. Like yogurt, I cannot overemphasize the importance of yogurt to your vagina, because I think that's all I have to share with you in this video. If you got value out of this video, please make sure you smash the like button. Share this video with your friends who are also going to get value out of this video. And please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button right below. Also turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Watch the next video. Yeah, bye guys.